If you were wondering about the makeup, shout out to Beauty Bandit Ashley on Instagram. Oh, do y'all see this? But anyway, we are bringing to you Brown Couch Conversations.
Mm-hmm. So we got a brown couch.
Y'all see that? Brown couch. Brown couch. Before we get started, I think we should do some introductions here. So this is Brian, the hubby. This is going to be a regular segment on the lovely life. So, topic of conversation on Brown Couch Conversations today. First, I'm going to let Brian tell you how we met. Because, I'm sure you guys want to hear a background on that story. And I take this with a grain of salt because sometimes he gets a little bit carried away. So, don't believe everything you hear. But how is it that we met, Brian Taylor?
How's it that we met? So, my homeboy Chuck was having a birthday party. It was a cold night. Eastern Michigan University, circa 2011. And as I am now, I was the man back then. And we were having a house party, my fraternity brothers. Won't mention the fraternity for legal reasons. And in comes Ashley. And Ashley was wearing a blue leopard print dress. Little tight little dress. I don't know what her rationale was for wearing such a tight little dress to a house party, but she wore it. So I floated over to her dear friend Lynette. I said, Lynette, who's this girl you're with? Because I knew she didn't go to my school, because I knew every girl at my school. You know what I mean? So anyway, Lynette said, that's my friend Ashley. So I walked over, made some kind of small talk. I don't really recall what I said. But Ashley had a cup in her hand. She was drinking out of a cup that was from my fraternity brother's house. And as she was walking out of the door, I was trying to figure out something I could say to get some kind of attention, just to try to make some connection with her. And I said, where you going with that cup? And she was like, dang, I ain't trying to steal it. I'll bring it back.
I said I'll be right back.
So she walked out the door, didn't come back. But I knew I had to play because I knew who her friend was, because her friend was a girl I knew from high school. So fast forward, we used to have this really big party on campus, well, on their campus rather, called Cinco de Monthos, where every 5th of the month for 25 cents, you could get drunk off bottom of the barrel tequila.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So $1 would get you 4 shots. You would get to the bar at 6 p.m. and be faded and knocked out in your bed by 6:45. It was that intense.
Speak for yourself.
So anyway, we had Cinco de Month, though. I'm being a man like usual. Everybody, BT1, BT1, BT1. Girls all around, just flooding me. I'm like the Dos Equis man, So anyway, I'm in the spot. And our mutual friend Lynette walks over to me. She says, Brian, what's going on? What's up? I said, nothing, chilling. I guess I was kind of on my usher at the time. I had a bunch of little girlfriends. I told them, you don't have to call. I'm back living my own life,
In denial. I'm telling you, take it with a grain of salt.
So anyway, her homegirl Lynette was like, you remember my girl Ashley from the party you met? I'm like, yeah, but really I did, but I didn't. I couldn't remember her face. I just remember her dress she was wearing. But anyway, she was like, yeah, she want to know if you want to go to, if you got a Valentine's. I'm like, no, I ain't got no Valentine's. I never keep a Valentine. I ain't got no Valentine's. She's like, you want to go out on a date with her? I'm like, yeah, for sure. Let me go out on a date with her. Yeah. She was like, she's over there. And when she said over there, what I saw wasn't the girl I remembered. I saw a man. It was like 6'5". I don't know what it was, but it wasn't what I remembered. And so I'm like, hell no. I'm like, I'm straight, bro. And Lynette started laughing. He. And when she saw what I was pointing at, she turned And she said, "Fool, that's not her." And then slowly, it was so kind of like a movie almost, because the thing I was looking at moved out of the way, out of my line of sight. And there was Ashley, and she was sipping on a Long Island trying to be fake sexy and whatnot.
That's not true.
So I said, I was like, oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, let me holler at her. So Ashley came over to me, because I'm the man.
That's not true either.
And she said, would you go out your way to be my Valentine?
All right.
I said,
anyway, so basically, long story short, Brian over here was trying to get on since that party, and my friend Lynette, who can definitely verify, was trying to help him out. So, you know, she knew he was a nice guy, and she brought him back up to me and, you know, tried to do a little hookup thing. And then for like a year or so, like, Brian was just trying to get on. Like, you know, he was trying to buy me drinks and take me out. And I finally gave him a shot, and I guess it worked out because here we are. So,
there's no way in hell I chased you for a year.
Okay. Well, you know, everybody who, you know, went to college with us, go ahead and comment below and let the other people know what the real deal was.
Maybe like, realistically, maybe like 4 or 5 months. And it wasn't me chasing anything. It was her chasing me for 4 or 5 months. We went out for Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
She was wild, had never been treated like that ever in her life by the dweeb she
Where did
was
we
talking
go?
to.
Where was it?
We went to some...
it was like Mongolian barbecue, but...
It was an upscale Mongolian barbecue
no, it was
in Ann
like,
Arbor.
It wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
It was just like Mongolian barbecue.
She was used to cafeteria
But it was called
food.
something else. Anyway, it's closed now, to give you an idea.
Yeah.
But,
it was a private spot. The owner closed it.
Anyway, so basically, you know, you got the real story from me and the fabricated one from him, but, you know, you can choose which one you want to believe, okay? So, me and Brian recently watched, what did we just watch a couple days ago?
House on Haunted Hill, or Hill House Haunted.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah, so we did watch that. That was good. You know, I wouldn't watch it alone. So, you know, if you don't have a significant other or, you know, a roommate to watch it with, I don't know. I would have been scared if I watched that whole series by myself. But I had this big, strong man here to protect me, right? Anyway, that's not what I was talking about, though. I was talking about Red Table Talk. So we're bringing Red Table Talk to Brown College Conversations, okay? So
y'all saw what Will and Jada was talking about? Talking about they don't yell at each other and they ain't cuss at each other in 20 years.
Okay, now
that's so beautiful.
That is really nice. I've been trying it lately, y'all. I only make it like, how long have I made it?
10 minutes.
Maybe 10 hours. 10 hours? Well, that's very sweet. That's a very sweet sentiment, you know, not to argue with your significant other. I think that's something that we should aspire to do. But realistically, that's not how things normally work out, you know.
I go to Will and Jada class. Will and Jada, if y'all want to bring us to your relationship class and show us how not to cuss and raise our voice, because we only been married a year and a half. Y'all been married 20 years. So if y'all want to fly us out to your Red Table Talk, we will talk on the red table on your dime and get some lessons from you on how to do this.
You see that Brian's trying to watch football and we're trying to talk to y'all? Do you see this? I guess Tom Brady is more important than the lovely life.
Will, Jada, fly us out so we can discuss this on Red Table Talk on your dime, and we'll come out and see y'all and chill at y'all house and talk about some of these relationship things.
What else did you think was interesting that they said?
I love the Fresh Prince in general, but I love the Fresh Prince being open and honest, because he said that he did things for Jada based on his own ego. I think that we do that as men, and we want to give our ego as a gift, but it backfires on us. I bought Ashley a pair of Louboutin heels. Louboutins, $695 on a pair of heels that she's worn 5 times in damn near 8 years. Because it made me feel good to say that I bought my girlfriend a pair of Louboutin heels that she says are the most uncomfortable shoes.
They are so uncomfortable. Oh my gosh. Like, I really, really, really tried to really like them. Like, I cannot express to you how uncomfortable they are. Like, I mean, I have shoes from pretty much everywhere, with the platform. Maybe that's what it is, like that the heels don't have a platform on them, but they contort your foot into like the most uncomfortable position ever. And I cannot leave them on for more than maybe an hour and a half. So, guys out there, if you're considering buying those, if your girl's not really into that, I don't recommend it. Just give her a gift card to I don't know, Somerset or something, and then she can decide on her own what she wants to buy.
Because you can take your girl out the hood, but you can't take the hood out your girl.
I'm not hood. So, what else do I want to talk about? So, we had a couple of questions come in. I asked you guys on Instagram what it was that you wanted us to talk about, basically, on YouTube. And some of the questions I can remember offhand, well, one interesting one was, how do you put up with Brian?
Who said that shit?
I'm not telling. Anyway, I think it was a joke. But, one day at a time, sometimes there are disagreements. Often there are disagreements, but you have to realize that, men are men and women are women, and our thought processes are just like completely different sometimes. So you just have to be understanding of the other gender. What's your advice? How is it that you put up with me? I'm easy, so, I'm just...
Banned in illegal substances.
What? What in illegal substances? What? I didn't hear you. Repeat it.
I said love and substance.
Love and substance. Oh, you said love. You said love?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear love. I heard whatever. Anyway, what's the best part of being married? That was another question.
Having a life partner.
Aw. What does that mean for you, Brian?
Why you want me to elaborate?
Because that was real basic. The people want to hear more. Why is it important that guys have a life partner? It's some single men out here who are just running the streets, and they need somebody to tell them why having a wife is a good thing. What would you tell those single guys? I don't know if I want to hear this.
That you need a woman to harass you to success. Ashley took my Madden 19, and I ain't seen it since August. So I could pass my real estate exam and finish my master's degree. But she has no intention of going to get my Madden 19 from her office. So I told her to take it to work.
Can I hear you, Brian? You don't have to speak up.
Everybody can hear me.
All right, well, that's true. I did take his Madden. But now he's playing Madden 18. You got to take the whole system. So, girls out there, if your man doesn't want to put down the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox, you have to take the whole system. Okay? You can't just take the game, because then they're going to find something else. He was threatening me about going back to get the Madden that I had taken from him.
I was going to rebuy it.
He was going to rebuy it. For what? Was it $60?
Yep.
He's going to spend $60 on a game he already had because he gave it to me to take so that he could focus.
Yep.
But he was so unfocused that he was about to go to GameStop and buy another one.
Yep.
Take the whole system.
No.
Sell it. Sell the whole system. That's my advice.
Y'all seen them videos of them girls messing up them men's NBA 2K, my players. Don't do that. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Because you do not know what your man will do in a moment of rage if you touch his video game.
What would you do?
It's gonna be some smoke in the city. If you sell my PlayStation, I can guarantee that it's gonna be some real YouTube channel around here because somebody gonna have to channel the Ghost of Christmas Past to come and get you and save your presents.
Is that a threat? That sounded like a threat. Did y'all hear that?
On YouTube.
We have it on tape.
Yes,
so,
you do.
if anything ever happens, when I take his PlayStation the next time, then, show them this video, okay? What's the best part of having kids?
Having little servants.
This one's not serving anybody yet, though.
Not yet.
We're serving her.
She being trained.
Yeah, it is really nice. Like, I don't know if y'all live in a ranch or an apartment or whatever, but when you have stairs, it is super nice when you forget something upstairs to tell your kid to go and get it. So I think that's what I was really looking forward to the most with Zach. Like, when he was like 1 or 2, I was like, I can't wait until he knows what a remote is. Like, I can't wait till he knows what a phone is. And now it works out really well because we have a few different floors and I just always send him and he can't say no. So it is like having little servant babies.
We have 5 floors to be exact.
Yeah, so yep, if you have 5 floors, then you should also have a 5-year-old to navigate those floors. Yeah. Right. So next question. How is having a daughter different than having a son?
Having a daughter, I actually have to care about what is going to happen to her in life and who she's going to be with.
You don't care about that?
I do, but I have to keep her off the stripper pole. I have to keep her away from terrible men. I have to keep her level and grounded. I have to keep her well educated. It's a lot of things that goes into having a daughter. With Zach, you just pray and send him on his way.
Maybe for you. I'm going to try to guide both of my children, but apparently Brian only wants to guide this one here. Very interesting perspective, Brian.
All right, Ashley, it's my turn to ask all the questions because you asking a whole bunch of questions. And people hearing me talk and judging me.
All right.
And what I think and how I choose to live my life. Let me ask you some questions.
All right, go for it.
Ashley, what's the best part of being married to me?
The best part of being married to Brian. I didn't give you any hard questions. See, I should have asked the hard questions. You hear that? Okay, so the best part of being married to Brian is being able to watch him grow each day and become an even better husband and father than he was the day before. And I enjoy watching his relationship with Zach grow and develop, and just seeing that blossom is really rewarding. So that's one of the many things that I enjoy about being married to you and seeing you every day. And also, like, we've been together for so long, like, I forget what it feels like to, like, live alone. Like, that has to be kind of boring. I don't know. So, yeah, I'm not sure how they do it these days. I was just talking to someone about dating apps. Like, I feel like an old woman because back in my day, those did not exist, you know? I'm boring him, apparently. Now y'all have it so easy. Like, you don't have to go to the club. You don't have to, meet somebody in church. Y'all don't have to think about anything. Y'all can just go on your phone and just swipe. Which way you swipe right? Swipe left? I don't know. But y'all have it so easy. And then y'all can just see what friends y'all have in common. and call your friend and be like, hey, is this guy nice? Like, what have you heard about him? Like, they just have it so easy. They don't have to go to little frat parties and walk away from guys who chase them for a year.
Hey, why you make it sound like you're not in your 20s still?
Just barely. Did they have dating apps for you? Like, there were no dating apps. Were there dating apps? Have you ever been on a dating app?
Yeah, Black Planet, MySpace.
Oh, Crush Spot.
Crush.
That wasn't a dating app, though. Like, I remember they had the top page on Crush Spot. One time I was on the top page on there. That was like the goal, was to be on the top page.
I was at top 8 on all my girls was on MySpace. Word to time.
I never really got into MySpace. I skipped right to Facebook. Back in the day when it was only available to college students. Do y'all remember that? And they just opened it up to all of society? Oh, downhill from there. Do you have any more questions for me, Brian?
Mm-mm.
It's been a long day. This kid keeps us up all night, so I won't even be going to sleep. But it must be nice to get some sleep at night.
That break.
See what I have to deal with? It's not right. But it's okay. I'm going to make it anyway. You know the next line, Brian? Don't make me have to say it. Well, anyway, we're going to call it a night. But make sure you tune in. Oh, y'all definitely have to subscribe. Okay? So, send in your questions on Instagram at _lovely, LEIGH_life, just like the channel on Instagram. Send your questions and we can ask Brian some more questions next time. What are you doing?
My nose uneven.
We already knew that. But yeah, I'm going to bring more to you with me and Brian when the baby is sleeping and when Brian is wide awake. Maybe we should do this in the morning. And then also I will be starting talking more about college admissions in the future. So if you have anyone who is interested in that, please have them subscribe and tune in as well. Anything else that you want to say, Brian?
No.
He is so fake. I don't know if he's invited back. Anyway, you all have a wonderful day and thank you for coming to The Lovely Life. Say bye, Ellie. Bye.
The only one I care about, yeah.